One of the biggest problems facing women's bodybuilding is defining what a female bodybuilder should look like. Should she have big muscles? Should she look feminine, athletic, smooth, defined? The judges at the recent Women's Nationals in Atlantic City apparently think she should look like Rachel McLish. Seemingly with ease, Rachel swept to the title in her first contest, leaving a host of America's best women bodybuilders in her wake. A 24-year-old native of Harlingen, Texas, Rachel has a remarkably balanced and muscular body, which is complemented by a deep Texas tan. Her legs honed by weight training and years of ballet classes are remarkable, particularly in the thigh biceps area. And every muscle from the waist down is clearly defined and separated. Rachel once despaired of ever developing a good upper body, but during the last 2 or 3 years, it has improved remarkably. Again, each muscle group is clearly defined and proportioned with the rest of the body, and under tension there are deep grooves of muscularity across her shoulders and upper chest. Although she'd never even seen a women's bodybuilding competition before, Rachel showed tremendous poise on stage at Atlantic City. "I came into the show blindly," she told me a few minutes after her victory. "All I had to go on was the information I gleaned from reading Muscle and Fitness." Rachel's posing routine was founded on her extensive dance background, then tempered by the photos of Lisa Lyon and company that appear regularly in this magazine. Lack of contest experience produced a slightly awkward-looking pose or two, but at Atlantic City, Rachel's lively routine to Mason Williams' classical gas was reviled only by Lynn Conkright's sparkling and athletic display. In the final analysis, Rachel came closer than anyone else to the judging panel's definition of a woman bodybuilder, and she's now a national champion. How does 5'6", 117-pound beauty like Rachel McLish get into bodybuilding? "I've always been interested in physical fitness, even as a child," she said. "My father trained with weights, and at 10 I'd mimic him when he worked out. I literally grew up admiring firm and shapely muscles. I didn't participate in sports, but was deeply involved in dance studies and was a cheerleader in high school. I was never satisfied with just the figure and always wanted more muscle and strength. Fortunately, my older sister was obsessed with having a great figure, especially a flat stomach, so we were jogging and exercising with weights long before these activities became popular with women." Then in 1975, when I was a sophomore at Pan American University, I began working at a health club, primarily so I could work out there without buying a membership. I trained hard for the last 3 years I spent in college, and then graduated with a physical and health education degree. My employer, Ken Katchuk, was opening a new health club back in my hometown of Harlingen. He asked me to work in it as the women's director, a position that was perfect for me. At this point, I'm very involved in the health club industry. My husband and I will be managing partners in a new club opening in Brownsville, Texas this winter. I kept training with weights 3 to 4 times per week, gradually balancing my proportions. I was looking better and better, which is essential in my health club work because I must set an example for the members. 2 years ago, I added racquetball to my physical fitness activities. I've even won several racquetball tournaments. About 2 months before Lisa Lyon's national championship, I read about the event in Muscle and Fitness. I immediately decided to enter and begin to intensify my training and tighten up my diet. My workout frequency jumped from 3 to 6 times a week, and I trained on a Weider split routine principle. Typically, I did 5 sets of 6 to 8 reps for every body part, using the heaviest weights I could handle with good form. To build muscle size, my body requires this heavy weight, low rep approach. Rachel outlined her typical pre-contest chest routine before the Atlantic City contest. Machine flies, 1x6, 1 set, 6 reps, 40 pounds. Machine bench press, 1x6, 140 pounds. 3 dumbbell flies, 1x7 or 8, 25 pounds. 4 barbell bench press, 1x6, 100 pounds. 5 isometrics, 1 set. Rachel's competition diet stressed a high-protein, low-carbohydrate intake. She ate red meats and averaged 1,000 to 1,200 calories a day. Her supplements included milk and egg protein powder, multiple vitamins and minerals, and B-complex vitamins. With her diet and training, Rachel maintained her usual body weight of 116 to 118 pounds, but she gained muscle mass and increased her muscularity. She'd like to continue this fitness approach for life. There's truth in the old adage that beauty comes from the inside out. The bodybuilding lifestyle, the training, diet, and regular habits result in buoyant good health, which translates into radiant beauty, she laughed. I'll still be bodybuilding when I'm 75, and I expect to look 39. Seriously, bodybuilding is an ideal physical fitness activity for every woman. Everyone can't be a swimmer or a gymnast, but everyone can train progressively with weights. There's no need to work out as hard as I do, of course. Every woman can easily adapt weight training to her fitness level. My whole life is bodybuilding, except for the Bible. The only reading I do is nutrition books and muscle and fitness every month. I sincerely want bodybuilding to become a sport that all women want to get into, either competitively or for fitness and health. It's the sport of the future.